Hello Taurus, thanks very much for watching, and hello to everyone else who's watching. They're called cross watchers sometimes. I just hope they're not too cross, you know, but there we go. A little joke, and why not? So 3-card tarot in this video for the sign of Taurus, and this is for late October 2019. First card we have, gosh, it's been tricky, it's been difficult. It seems as if it's been pretty horrible to me, guys. It's the Ten of Swords there, but it will have felt more horrible than it really was, because when things get like this, we do tend to forget the light at the end of the tunnel, but we can see it up here, shining clearly between the clouds, coming up over the hills there. Now, although this character has really been smashed to bits, and you could almost say they've been cut to bits because it is a sword card, there is no blood here. This to me just looks like some swords standing about that have maybe fallen in the wrong place and cut something else up. So whatever's been happening has been something of an accident, Taurus. Do not, whatever you do, take it personally. Okay, swords everywhere. One of them is turned around to show us the crescent moon there, and I don't know if you can even see that. It's a very dark deck, this one, in terms of the colours in it, but there is a crescent moon there on that sword. And that is telling us that it's a cycle, because the crescent moon is all, you know, it's all about the fact that the moon keeps changing as we see it in the sky. It never really changes. It never really has. Is it really the moon? Who knows? But there's a crescent moon there, so that Ten of Swords situation is on the move. It's going to change. If you look at the stone wall in the background, it is actually quite a fluid-looking stone wall there, the way it's been drawn by, is it Eugene? Yes, the way it's been drawn by Eugene Smith, who is a fabulous psychic artist, if you ask me. Wonderful cards. Okay, so let's keep moving, Taurus. Basically, it's not going to be that easy to pick yourself up and dust yourself off, but it is going to be possible to start all over again, and then you can get everything right. Then you can get your ducks in a row, and then you can keep moving. Okay. So, right, next card, middle card, heart of the matter is the world. Have you got the world at your feet, Taurus? Or have you got the world kind of going on rather too much all around you? Who knows? It's the heart of the matter. Oh, gosh, excuse me. The other heart of the matter is I've got a cough, but there you go. It's number 21. It's the world. It's kind of as if you've gone through this so many times, you know, and still there are choices to make. Still, it's difficult to know in which direction to go. But remember, you have actually got it all going on when that card comes up. So just keep going. Okay, Taurus, that is always good advice, actually, because there's so much in this world that wants to drag us to a stop and kind of prevent us from doing what we really want to be getting on with. But that's the world for you. You know, it's based on a chessboard. Well, this whole book is sort of based on fun and games because it's tarot and Wonderland. But the chessboard is very prominent in this. We should remember, though, Alice is facing forward, so the game of chess really is over. She just fears that it might start again. But she's got it all available to her there. She's got wonderful possibilities. She really has. So I'm going to keep on shuffling and see where we get next. Let's have another card, please, for the sign of Taurus in this reading, which is for late October 2019, by the way. And I'm sorry I haven't got much done for the last couple of weeks. Sometimes you just cannot upload things, you know. But taking that time out does actually lend a lot more energy to things when you come back. So even though you've got the world at your feet here, if that chessboard thing is bothering you, take some time, okay? Because that's a very powerful position to be in. You don't have to rush to do anything, ever, really. But most particularly when we get the world card and when all those energies are working together, we see clearly here that Alice is something of a queen, you know, and she's referred to as Queen Alice in other parts of the Wonderland stories, and so she's got more going for her, really, than she thinks she has. So let's have a little bit of a shuffle and see what we get for an outcome card, and we will do some more. I've dropped one on the floor, so that must be the one to read, and it is number 3 of the Major Arcana, the Empress. Close to your heart, and close to the heart of this reading, because this is just the thing that happens. See, we had number 21, the world, come up there. She's got everything going on there, but she's kind of uncertain about it. And yet here she is, actually helping out the Empress. You know, Alice is younger, Alice is less experienced, and isn't really kind of a big kind of queen-like figure at this stage of the story. But the Empress can't really do without her. You know, the Empress has all that power, but doesn't kind of know exactly which way she's going. So get a handle on power, guys, if you possibly can. if you feel someone's using their power against you, just kind of breathe and big yourself up. And, you know, it's surprising the difference that actually makes. It really is. It's a bit, I mean, everyone knows that if you force a smile onto your face, things tend to go better, things tend to feel better. Well, sort of puff yourself up a bit if you have to. You've got every right to. You really have, Taurus. Right, so that is the outcome card in this reading, but we're going to do some more and get some significance, and it's tarot all the way this week, because now I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck, have a quick shuffle and see what else there is to be seen in this reading for Taurus in late October 2019. And the first one, oh gosh, you know, you shuffle and shuffle and you get the same card and everyone thinks he's not shuffling those properly, is he? Well, if you think that, I'm very sorry. Different strokes for different folks. I'm sure there are readers who kind of put the card they've just pulled carefully out of the way so that this can't happen, and probably don't shuffle as carefully as I do. Gosh, are you feeling embattled? Because I certainly am. I didn't realise that actually until I started saying that. But it's the true thing. 8 of Wands, powerful, fast progress, no stopping here. And I've been saying, you know, don't be afraid to take your time. Well, really, don't be afraid to take your time. Just because everything else is rushing doesn't mean you have to. This shows real positive progress happening in a way that you can't really screw it up, Taurus. You really can't. It's very positive. It's very earthy and close to the Taurian heart, I should really think. Next one I have shuffled for and got is Major Arcana again. It's number 14 and it's Temperance. And the most amazing thing perhaps in the image, in terms of what this card is showing us, is water kind of flowing diagonally, which it cannot do. Anything liquid just spills, doesn't it? Even mercury, that's as viscous as it is. Things just tend to kind of spill, but if you get the angels involved, if you start using your magic and working your magic, Taurus, then these red wings showing the kind of red of getting things moving and, you know, fast progress really will bring that progress forward and get it happening for you. But balance is so important, yeah? We've actually got we've got a golden crown there. Not quite sure why it's not on this angel's head, but maybe it's going to be on your head soon, Taurus. You never know. Okay, and so shuffling again, and we have got, if I can just pick it up a minute, the 7 of Swords. Now, this really kind of shows me the answer to the duplicities that have come up in this reading. I've dropped it on the floor, so let's pick it up again. And yeah, 7 of Swords. Now, the question is this character really trying to steal the swords because he's a nasty guy and he wants to sell them or melt them down and get the, you know, basically, is he just out for himself? Or is he trying to show you something? Is he trying to say, look, guys, you're not looking after your swords properly? It's thoughts, it's feelings, and they need to be looked after. They do need to be attended to. Because it's a difficult enough world to live in without kind of being really convinced of one thing and going off in one direction. This, to me, is getting your ducks in a row. And if there's a trickster about, think carefully, because that trickster might be teaching you a valuable lesson. They might actually not mean to trick you. They might want to teach you that lesson. At the same time, they might just be out for themselves, but it's still a valuable lesson. Golden aura of light all over this card, which is always a nice thing to see, is it not? Okay, so it's looking really quite positive as we look at that. I really feel a positive flavour to it, even though we started off with the 10 of Swords and everything smashed to bits. You know, we've got such positivity. We've got the World, we've got the Empress, the 8 of Wands, fantastic, Temperance, fantastic. Lots and lots of positive cards. And you see there are always a couple of negatives around when we start getting into positivity. It's just the balance of life. It's bound to be that way. Okay, so I'm now in Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light Oracle card deck, which I absolutely love and often use on Facebook as well. And do check me out on Facebook as well. The Twig Brother Facebook page is there. It's always running. It mostly just repeats these videos, but I do special things for it sometimes, and I will be trying to do some of that this week. So, Twig Brother on Facebook. Anyway, this card, Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. Now, for some reason, I am reminded, right, that we have a college in, can't remember if it's Oxford or Cambridge, but one of our famous college towns in UK. And it's called Magdalene, but it's spelt like that, even though it says Magdalene. And maudling, for some reason, is a word we use when people are kind of miserable and generally kind of trying to cause trouble and slow everybody else down. So don't get like that whatever you do, because that is an interpretation that we Brits have kind of put on the general idea of Magdalene and whatever it means. But she was very, very close to Jesus, and I'm sure she still is. And she is very, very close to the teachings and the work of the angels and of God. So Teacher Awakens, you have something important to share. Follow the inner call, Taurus. Don't let anything stop you. And that's important, because there's always someone trying to stop us, isn't there? There is always someone trying to stop us, but we really must keep going. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Tap that bell so you don't miss anything. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. It makes a big difference to me. If I can just hit 1,000 subscribers, I can start doing the live stuff that I want to do. I've got no plans to monetize the channel or anything like that, and that's not why I want the 1,000 subs. It's so I can do live mediumship, basically, because I'm a spiritualist medium first and foremost, and that really is where my 8 of Wands is, and my kind of temperance is leading me towards it as well, because that's the thing I'm meant to do. But unless I can get on live, I can't get any kind of feedback as to whether I'm right or not. And it's a crazy thing, you know, doing mediumship at a distance, because if I get something very slightly wrong right at the beginning, I can go off down completely the wrong alleyway. So that's why I want to get on live and do the mediumship. So if you have subscribed, thanks. You've been a part of it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Leave me a comment, guys. It's always great to share the journey when the internet's working and I can actually talk to you. Meanwhile, have a fantastic late October, and I'll be back soon with more. Peace.